It was pretty incredible. Lived up to the hype, I believe. I think everybody would say so. What's also incredible is that there was not one NFL game on. I think that is some. I don't remember it ever not having a preseason game on, and I think it was great. It was less of a distraction. It was focused on game day. You had Lee Corso doing his final picks, which he was 6 for 6, and I think he just went out and the class act that he is. So there were so many great things about the week one. Obviously, it's just one of those things that I think are going to be continuous every single year. Players stacking the deck with non-conference games, national contenders, knowing that you could get by even if you take a loss on week one, you can still come back, win your conference, get in conference championship, and get a bid into it, especially as the college football playoffs seeding expands and will expand and will continue to expand and grow as we kind of shift through this whole dynamic of what's happening now. It was so good to kind of get our content creators in action and just let them loose, let them tell an authentic story from their point of view, from their lens, as you say, and just be honest about who they want to pick. There's no political influence for them. There's no voting on what they're doing each week. We have content creators, a series of content creators underneath the gridiron1880.com banner. And this is our media network that we're giving these. A lot of them are really kind of young and ambitious former college football players that got in right around the time of NIL, and now they're graduated and they see the platform that they had. They have a voice, they have a following, and they're creating this content that's just unique to them. So there's so many ways to stay engaged with who these players are, these unsung heroes, these players that are up and coming, not just at Division I level, but all the way down for those who are following Division II, Division III, and NAIA. There's so many more kids and so many more players at those levels the farther down you go. But needless to say, they're still part of the 5%. So it's not any knock on them on their ability. It's still part of the 5% that of high school athletes that go on to play in college. So these are still very, very special, unique athletes that are giving up and sacrificing and giving up their time to be student athletes and college athletes on a campus. But what is opening up is, and maybe you've heard me talk about this before, but it's opened up a opportunity and what I say, the permission to explore and discover your career opportunities ahead of where any student athlete was for the last 50 years. So now you have an opportunity to go out and monitor. And I'm not talking about the Division I players. I'm not talking about the ones that have great followings, right? I'm talking about the ones that still want permission to go out and explore and discover what that career decision, transition is going to be, using their voice, using digital media, social media, possibly to start a business. There's no better time in a college athlete or a student's time in their life than start a business. I call them dorm startups, right? To have that idea, to have the technology and the access to professors and alums and seed capital and structure and incubators and things that are happening from a entrepreneurship, how the market has shifted now for the ease of using your cell phone to be able to monetize and build apps and AI and all the things that we hear about, see about when they're actually put into use. It's giving these student athletes above and beyond this world of NIL, which is so confusing for most people. And it doesn't affect 90% of the other student athletes, the 500,000 NCAA college athletes that are out there. But what it does for them, like I said, it allows them to figure out what's next. And to me, entrepreneurship is the new internship.